In the quiet heart of Iowa, a life was stolen, leaving behind a mystery that has haunted a community for decades. Corinne Perry, just 17 years old, vanished on a seemingly ordinary Sunday evening in 1983. The place was Creston, a small town where such a disappearance felt impossible. Yet it happened here, shattering the peace and leaving a void that time has failed to fill. This is a chilling cold case, one that continues to cast a long shadow. It is a story of loss, unanswered questions, and a family's relentless pursuit of truth. For over 40 years, Corinne's family and the people of Creston have carried the burden of this unsolved crime. They still seek justice for the vibrant young woman taken from them far too soon. That fateful Sunday began like any other. Corinne had a simple errand to run, a routine task that should have taken no time at all. She headed to the local laundromat, a familiar place in her town. It was a mundane trip, one she had likely made countless times before. Please like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Witnesses were at the laundromat that evening. They saw Corinne as she finished her laundry and prepared to leave. As Corinne exited the building, witnesses observed something unsettling. They saw a man follow her out into the evening air. After leaving the laundromat, Corinne Perry was never seen alive again. The moments outside that building were her last known public presence. Witnesses provided crucial details about what they saw next. They described seeing Corinne talking to the man who had followed her. The man was described with specific features. Witnesses recalled him wearing glasses and having brown hair. Based on their observations, the man was believed to be relatively young. Estimates placed his age somewhere in his 20s or 30s. Despite these eyewitness accounts and the description, this man has never been positively identified. He remains a figure of mystery at the center of this case. The initial investigation into Corinne's disappearance faced a significant hurdle from the start. There was an assumption made that proved costly. The prevailing thought among some was that Corinne, being a teenager, had simply run away. This assumption tragically delayed the urgency of a full-scale search effort. Precious time was lost while authorities considered the possibility of a voluntary departure. This delay may have allowed a perpetrator to evade detection. The day after Corinne vanished, a critical piece of evidence was found. Her car was discovered, offering the first concrete clue. The vehicle was located right outside the laundromat where she was last seen. Its presence there contradicted the idea of her driving away. Inside the car, investigators found her laundry. The clothes were clean and neatly folded, just as she would have prepared them. But Corinne herself was not there. She was missing from the car and the scene, confirming that something was terribly wrong. Approximately 2 weeks after Corinne disappeared, another piece of the puzzle surfaced. Her purse was discovered, far from where she was last seen. The purse was found miles away from Creston, in a rural area. Its location suggested she had been taken from the town. Remarkably, the purse appeared untouched. Nothing seemed to have been taken from it, ruling out robbery as a primary motive for the abduction. Inside the purse were her personal belongings. Her glasses and makeup were still there, items she would not have left behind if she were simply running away. Over a year passed with no sign of Corinne. Then, on November 3, 1984, a grim discovery was made that brought the long wait to a tragic end. Human remains were found by hunters in a remote area. The discovery confirmed the fears the community had held for over 12 months. The remains were located in a shallow grave. This indicated a deliberate attempt to conceal the body and the crime. The grave was situated approximately 6 miles from Creston. This placed it in the same general vicinity where her purse had been found earlier. Through the use of dental records, the remains were positively identified. The community's worst fears were confirmed. They belonged to Corinne Perry. The condition of Corinne's body, reduced to bones after over a year, presented significant challenges. Due to this, the exact cause of death could not be determined. Despite the eyewitness accounts of the man at the laundromat and the subsequent discovery of her body, no arrests have ever been made in Corinne's case. The perpetrator remains free. In 2009, the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation, the DCI, took a significant step. they officially reopened Corinne Perry's case. The hope behind reopening the investigation was clear. Advancements in forensic technology over the decades offered the potential for new leads or breakthroughs. However, despite renewed efforts and the application of modern techniques, the case remains unsolved. The answers the family desperately seeks are still out of reach. No suspects have ever been publicly identified or named by law enforcement in connection with Corinne's murder. The identity of the man at the laundromat and anyone else involved is still unknown. Corinne's sister, Letitia, has become a tireless advocate for justice. She has dedicated herself to keeping her sister's memory alive and pushing for resolution. Letitia urges anyone, anywhere, who might possess information, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, to come forward. She believes someone knows something. Letitia remains fiercely determined to find answers about what happened to Corinne that night. Her resolve has not wavered in over 40 years. She emphasizes with profound conviction that she will never give up on her sister. Corinne deserves justice, and Letitia will fight until it is found. The case of Corinne Perry serves as a stark and painful reminder. It highlights the enduring trauma and pain inflicted by unsolved crimes on families and communities. Yet it also underscores another powerful truth. It shows the unwavering hope for closure that persists despite the passage of time. This hope remains strong within the Perry family. They continue to live with the pain, but also with the belief that one day the truth will emerge. That hope also persists within the Creston community. They remember Corinne and stand with her family in their quest for justice. The Iowa DCI continues to actively encourage anyone with information regarding Corinne Perry's disappearance and murder to come forward. Every tip is important. If you have any information, please contact the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation. You can reach them by phone at 515-725-6010. Information can also be submitted through their website. Visit dps.iowa.gov/division/DCI/cold cases to find the contact form. The goal remains singular and vital: to finally bring justice to Corinne Perry and provide some measure of peace to her family after decades of waiting. Her story is not over until her killer is found.